You and I are special, very special. Now, why do I say that? Well, it's very simple. We read, we watch, we soak up ideas, we go where learning takes place. Here we are. And this commitment to continuous learning sets us apart in a world that often settles for the ordinary, the basic, the status quo. There are so many learning opportunities. Learning takes place everywhere, not just in hotel rooms filled with fellow succeeders or in Zoom meetings. I'm sure you've noticed that everything around us is a vast, what I call every here, classroom. There are lessons in every interaction, every observation, every experience. Let's think about our journeys. The way a stranger navigates a crowded train carriage can teach us about spatial awareness and consideration for other people. The passionate discussion we overhear in the local Starbucks might introduce us to a new perspective on what was previously a very familiar idea. Even a frustrating meeting with a poor customer service representative can be a masterclass in what not to do in our own interactions. Here's the challenge we can face. Because we know good stuff, we spot people getting it wrong, and this it can be any sort of it. Our accumulated knowledge, experience, and expertise becomes a paradigm through which we see the world. And that often highlights other shortcomings. They start a conversation badly, perhaps jumping into a topic without establishing rapport or any context. They continue with stories about themselves, monopolizing the conversation without showing interest in other people. What's that great expression? The skill is to be interested, not interesting. They listen, it seems, with their nose. It's certainly not with their ears. Their body language and responses tell us they lack genuine engagement. They start with a lack of direction and often achieve that goal, meandering through conversations without any purpose or clarity. It's easy to feel a sense of superiority when we notice these mistakes. After all, we've invested time and effort and often money in honing our skills and expanding our knowledge. But here's where we can gain some benefit. I call this the mirror effect, the mirror effect. I've realized that often when I spot someone making a mistake, it's one I'm making too, or one I have made and only stopped by default, and not because I've thought about it. This realization can be embarrassing, it's certainly uncomfortable, but it's just such a powerful reminder to myself for personal growth. Perhaps it's only by knowing the wrong way to do something that we're able to see when someone else makes that same mistake. You know, this is the way I think about it. This insight gets us to think about what we see with empathy and self-reflection rather than judging people. Think about the last time you found yourself irritated by somebody's behaviour. Perhaps in a meeting, did they interrupt somebody or interrupt you? Did they fail to contribute to the discussion? And before we let frustration get the better of us, we can pause for a moment and think, you know, I bet we've shown similar behaviour somewhere else without realising it. And this moment of self-analysis can change an annoyance into an opportunity for self-improvement. Being aware of the mirror effect often holds me back from negative judgment of others. And this pleases me, as I know I could be so judgmental, it's just who I am. It's a natural human trait to form quick opinions, but having this awareness allows us to pause and reflect and approach these situations, I kind of think about it, with more understanding. So my way forward, and perhaps yours too, is to be more aware of what people do well and what they can improve, then importantly to engage in self-questioning to find out if there's any reflection of that in my own behaviour or your own behaviour or my attitude. And you know, this self-awareness has so many benefits. By recognising the flaws in other people, we can develop a deeper understanding of behaviour and emotions. And then when we approach others with empathy rather than with judgment, we create stronger, more positive connections. Every meeting becomes an opportunity for self-improvement, turning every single day's actions and interactions into valuable learning. So I think the thing is to be more aware, to have this journey of self-awareness and personal growth as an ongoing thought process. It needs a willingness by ourselves to face our own shortcomings, but the rewards are fantastic. The goal isn't to eliminate all the flaws or to achieve some unrealistic standard of perfection, heaven forbid. It's to have a mindset of continuous learning and growth where every interaction, even the most challenging ones, become an opportunity for self-reflection and improvement. So if you've enjoyed this video, there are plenty more of my unusual videos about here. And in the meantime, I wish you every success in all your adventures in life. From me, Peter Thomson. Until the next time, goodbye for now. I wish you every success in all your adventures in life. From me, Peter Thomson. Until the next time, goodbye for now.